Today, I'm gonna show you how to make my son's absolute favorite dish. We make it about every week, and I'm talking about chicken tikka masala. My version is super creamy, velvety in texture, and absolutely delicious. Today, we're gonna make it in this beautiful enameled cast iron Dutch oven from Milo by Kana. More on that later. Right now, let's just jump right into it. The first thing that we have to do is make a marinade for our chicken. So I'm gonna add about a half cup of plain old low-fat yogurt to this bowl. It's about 4 ounces if you're looking for weight. Then I'm gonna turn this freshly peeled garlic and ginger into some paste using this right here. I'm gonna grab 2 tablespoons of each. That should do it for the garlic. Nice. Just get that in the bowl. There we go. And now the ginger. All right, that looks good. Get this in the bowl as well. Beautiful. All right, let's move on to some dry spices. All right. I have a ½ teaspoon each of Garam Masala, smoked paprika, and ground cumin. Those are gonna go in the bowl. Here's juice from half of a lemon. And then I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Nice. Give this thing a quick stir just to kind of evenly distribute all of the ingredients in this marinade. That looks good. Okay, let's put this aside and we're gonna work on our chicken. All right, we're working with poultry, so I'm breaking out the plastic cutting board. I've got 2 pounds of chicken thighs here. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take them and trim off the obvious pieces of fat. Just like this, okay? You can leave a little bit on there, no big deal. Maybe remove some of that connective tissue as well. Try not to take off too much of the chicken meat. And then, with these thighs, I'm just gonna cut them into chunks. I don't know, maybe an inch by inch, inch by 2, something like that. Try to make them all about the same size though, because you want the chicken to cook evenly. Yeah, that looks good. This should do it right here. Grab all the trimmings here, get those out of the way. Then I'm gonna grab my marinade, this, and we're gonna move all of this chicken into the bowl with the marinade. There we go. Give it a little stir. Get that marinated over all of the chicken. Get it nicely incorporated here. Just like that. There we go. Now, I'm gonna rinse my hands off because I have chicken all over them. After that, I'm gonna wrap this bowl in plastic film and I'm gonna let the chicken marinate for 4 to 6 hours, but preferably overnight if you have that kind of time. The lemon juice and the yogurt, well, they're gonna actually tenderize the chicken and make it super soft and juicy. You can use chicken breast if you want to, but thighs are a little bit more forgiving. They have some dark meat in there, a little bit more fat, and they won't dry out as fast. So they'll kind of stay tender if you accidentally overcook your chicken. So I'm gonna do that. I'll catch you guys over at the stove. All right, before we get cooking, I wanna talk to you about my new cookware. This beauty is my enameled cast iron Dutch oven from a company called Milo by Kana. There's a number of reasons why I love this thing, but first and foremost, it is produced with 40% recycled cast iron. That's pretty cool. And it'll last you a lifetime if you take care of it. So it's produced with sustainability in mind. Also, this company can offer their products at a price that's a fraction of their competitors without sacrificing any performance whatsoever. That means they're affordable and you're getting a great product. They're offering a bunch of new colorways for pre-order in their Kickstarter campaign. I'll leave a link in the video description box below. Please check them out. And yeah, very happy with this product. So thank you, Milo by Kana. Let's get cooking. The first step over here is to brown our chicken off. So I'm gonna add, I don't know, 3 or 4 tablespoons of cooking oil to my pot. There, that's good. Once the oil's hot enough, go ahead and add your chicken in batches. Remember, we're trying to brown the chicken. We don't wanna steam it, so don't overcrowd the pan, okay? Yeah, these guys are starting to look pretty nice. Yeah, check out that color right there. Now, as you move through browning your chicken in batches, you're gonna get some delicious fond on the bottom of the pan. We want that. We want to keep that, so don't rinse your pan out. Transfer all of the chicken over to a bowl, and we're going to reserve it while we make our sauce. There we go. Beautiful. I've turned the heat down to medium-low, and I'm going to drop a few knobs of butter into this pot. All right, that butter is pretty much melted, so now I'm going to add some red onion. This is about a cup or 5½ ounces of diced red onion. We're going to cook these down until they're nice and caramelized and soft. All right, we're getting some nice caramelization here. Beautiful. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons each of ginger and garlic paste. There we go. Just incorporate that quickly. Beautiful. Now we're going to do 4 teaspoons of Madras curry, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and 2 teaspoons of coriander. Stir that in just until it's incorporated, kind of mixed in a little bit. Beautiful. Then I'm going to add just a pinch of ground black cardamom, as well as 2 fat tablespoons of kasuri methi. This is essentially dried fenugreek leaves. There we go. A lot of these spices will start to stick to the bottom of the pot. That's okay. I'm just going to toast them a little bit. All of the wet ingredients will pull them right off the bottom. Now we're going to add a fat tablespoon of tomato paste, along with a 1.5 cups of tomato puree. There we go. Just stir this around. Now I'm going to place the lid back on my Dutch oven, and I'm going to let the sauce simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, for this next step, you're going to need a blender or some other device to puree the sauce. Just be careful because the sauce is still pretty hot. All right, a little bit left here. Perfect. Now I'm going to blitz it until it's nice and velvety smooth. Okay, that looks great. All right, that looks great. Back in the pot, over to the stove. I'm gonna put it over medium-low heat. Then I'm gonna add 1 cup of heavy cream. That's right, you heard that, 1 cup, 8 ounces. Yeah, that looks evenly incorporated. As soon as you see the sauce start to bubble, add your chicken, okay? Stir it on in. Make sure you get all the juices as well. Looking good. Ooh, I almost forgot. We need to season this chicken tikka with 2 teaspoons, make it 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Give it one last stir just to incorporate that salt. There we go. Then I'm gonna put the lid back on the pot, let it simmer for about 20 minutes. All right, let's take a look at the finished chicken tikka. Oh yeah, that looks fantastic. Oh my goodness. Just gonna add a little bit of freshly chopped cilantro. Beautiful. And then let's turn that in. It smells fantastic. It's incredible. Oh man. See why my son loves this dish. I'm gonna plate it up with just a little bit of basmati rice. There we go. And now for some chicken tikka. Oh yeah. Where is my fork? Moment of truth. That chicken is super, super tender. So many flavors going on in this dish. It's absolutely delicious. You guys are gonna love it. Give it a try. Thanks again to Milo by Kana for supplying me with this Dutch oven, hooking me up. Thank you so much. Check out their Kickstarter when you get a chance. Again, link in the description. Catch you guys next time.